at the Acton Agua Dulce book sale, and we have two authors that we're going to interview. The first one will be Gilbert. And Gilbert, your name?
Gilbert M. Balderrama.
Okay, and this is
My wife, Jane.
Jane. J-A-N-E?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, Jane, actually, Gilbert, why don't we step out and take an interview? You do have your first of the series.
First of six.
First of six here. Danny Bundy.
The Search for the Butterfly.
How wonderful. Good morning, Gilbert. How are you doing?
Just fine.
Good.
Really excited.
So, this is your first book.
This is my official book signing, yes.
How wonderful. Have you authored other books?
I have, but I haven't published them. I've got several books, several short stories and poetry, and 3 novels that are not published as of yet, but hopefully one day they'll get out there as well.
Terrific. Now, this is a series.
Danny Bundy and the Search for the Butterfly is the first of 6 Danny Bundy adventures, and I completed 2 other ones, and I'm on my 4th book at the moment. In the middle of the 4th edition of that series, yes.
Terrific. You know, I took a look at the art. It could almost be animation.
It's awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
We were fortunate to find Luciana Phillips. At the time, she was 17. She was a high school student in the Waldorf School in Pasadena. And a friend of mine, actually my nephew, introduced me to her, a classmate. And I submitted the book to her, and within 24 hours, she came back with the initial images of what we have here in the library today, the characters that are in the story.
Oh, yeah. They've got great expression.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to read it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
And where can people find you?
Oh, we're available now on Barnes & Noble,
Okay.
Amazon, and Walmart.com. I've seen it on eBay now, but I think your best bet is probably Amazon, because it's free shipping for most people with Prime. We're going to be in 32 countries. I just looked, we're in Lithuania now. We're in Japan, in Australia, China.
Terrific. So it's translated into other languages?
No, actually, it's still in English, but in a lot of countries, English is a second language, so it's not an issue with the English version. But as the need grows and desire grows, we will translate into 4 different languages, of course. It's also on Kindle as well. It's an ebook as well on Barnes & Noble.
Great. Well, thank you.
Excited.
Best of luck.
Thank you so much. Very much.
You're looking great today. They told us at church that you were going to make a donation, which is great. Thank you very much. And look at this gorgeous piece of bronze. Looks almost like a Remington. Okay, I need to hear some of the story. Is this the first book that you ever wrote?
Yes, this is the first book I ever wrote, yes.
Okay. And I heard you mention something about your age. How old are you?
I'm 90 years old.
Wow. That is great. You really do have a story.
Yeah, I got a few things that people enjoy. Some
Okay.
of the things I couldn't put in the book, but otherwise it was okay.
Okay, so tell me, number one, why did you decide to write this book?
I didn't really. My very close friend, Bob Dix, son of Richard Dix, famous movie star many years ago. And I became friends in the early 60s and stuff. And Bob was quite a semi-star in his own right, you know. And we just became close friends. And over the years, he kept seeing me do all these crazy things and this, and we worked together on films. And one day he says, why don't we write a book? Why don't you write a book? And I said, I know nothing about writing a book. And long story of it short, let's cut it quick. He has written already 2 or 3 books, and he said, okay, bud, I'll write the book, and we will converse all the time. I said, fine. That's the way it started.
Okay, okay. And it looks like your main character that you played were Indians.
In the book,
Well, I'm just looking at some of the photos.
all the photos in that book are realistic. I mean, they're all real. They're either me or with the people I worked with, and or things of that sort. Yeah, right. Everything in there is true fact, even though some of it sounds like it might be not.
Okay, and you're calling yourself a Renaissance cowboy, which means you can do a lot of different things.
Well, yeah, I started out riding quite young. I raised my first colt from the time it was born, and I taught it and I was still a teenager. And I taught it to roll over. I taught it to do all these tricks and everything. And by the time it grew up, I used it when I was a rodeo clown. I could lay him down and do all kinds of tricks, roll him over by myself. I could hang on his tail and he'd run around the arena. And I mean, just anything. So, I mean, that's the way I started. And then I got into, you know.
Well, I could see where the movies would need you.
Well, you know, Big Bear Lake is where my father had a cabin. My folks had a cabin in the late 30s, early 40s. So I was raised around up there, and I used to work at the stables all the time. And so that's how things happened. And I started working with people like Roy Rogers and Gene Autry. All these people come up there to make movies. And I was working at the stables, so that's where I started meeting them all and talking to them and the stunt guys, and that's the way it started out.
Terrific, terrific. I think you've had a great life.
Well, I don't
Still
count
going.
short. It's not over yet, girl.
Well, and
That sounded like a past tense.
No, it wasn't a past tense, but I think just because you're so active, I think that's probably what really has brought you this far.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe it. I didn't sit still much.
yeah.
Traveled all over the world, making pictures, Africa, China, Japan, Okinawa, Philippines. I mean, you know.
Well, thank you very much, and best of luck with your book.
Well, thank you.
Okay, you take care.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Lynn. Okay, so you're Bud's daughter, and you were saying that all of the children got to go on at least one trip.
Correct.
Okay, and so when it came to your turn, number one, how old were you?
I think I was in my late 20s.
Okay.
27.
And you went to?
South Africa, Johannesburg.
Okay, and what were they filming?
It was Jack Plant's
Outlaw from Gore.
Outlaw from Gore.
It had to have been just wonderful.
Yeah,
Seeing
Dad
the
put
new
me to work.
country. Good, good.
I did wardrobe. It was a lot of fun. I was there for about 6 weeks. So it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Great.
Welcoming new members by giving them a bag, and you stuff it full of books for free. So all the books that you can put in the bag when you become a member are free. She got me anyway.
You bet I did. Hey, that is wonderful. That's a bargain.
Yeah.
It's a real bargain. This is terrific. Look at all the books. And apparently the library was going through their selections, and they gave a lot of hardbook covers. Okay, every year we get to see Molly with the cash box, and she keeps everything under control. But how's
Okay,
this
I
year
wouldn't
going?
go that far.
So how's this year going?
Very nicely. We have our usual wonderful regular patrons who come in and support all the programs here at the library, and they come every time. They're
How great.
very friendly and very faithful.
Super. You know, you have something new here, like this hat rack that has the bags, my stash of books.
And those bags, if you come in today, this is a special offer. You can get a membership to Friends of the Library. You pay your dues. Depending on your category, it could be $5 to $15. And you get a bag, and you fill the bag for free.
That is
And,
unbelievable.
and the bag can be used tomorrow for the Buck a Bag sale.
Great, great. Now, could they receive this offer tomorrow?
Actually, we could, but here's the thing. Tomorrow the bag would only be, yes, they can fill out tomorrow and get
Okay,
the books
there you
free,
go.
but it would only be $1 if they didn't join.
Exactly.
So we don't want them to think that tomorrow they'd be saving money. Today they'll be saving money.
Okay.
Tomorrow it's just a good thing to do for your community.
Super. Well, and I'm sure that you're going to have this for the sale, which will be in the fall.
Yes, it'll be in September. I don't remember the exact date.
Okay.
I should have it with me, but I don't.
Okay, and how many years has the book sale been going on?
Oh, it was one of the first money raisers that they did after the library opened. I'm not exactly sure what was the first year of the book sales, but the book sales have proved to be our regular, steady money maker to pay for the programs and supplies at the library. And it's a good way for the community to help clean out their houses. We're more than happy to help them and recirculate.
Perfect.
And our
Thank you.
bookstore is always open when the library's open, so they can come in and buy books at a bargain anytime.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.